Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers in the Resources Soviet Republic. We are growing spectacularly. We're almost up at that 50,000 worker mark, and I am really interested in pushing that number up even higher as we go on now. Our average productivity is really good. Our average lifespan is really good. Average worker age is quite low, so it's going to be a while before our population starts to diminish due to age, that kind of thing. We've got a pretty good handle on education, and if we look at the number of children we have, the number of educated workers seems to be, or number of educated people seems to be pretty good. I haven't scrutinized this in any real detail, but let's have a look. If we look at over time, how does our population look? So our population is growing pretty well. We had a little bit of dip recently. We've had a few dips over the years, probably due to mistakes that's been made. Now let's have a quick look at the education. We had a little bit of a, hang on, that's all we want to do. University education has been dipping a little bit, but it's going back up again now. Uneducated is what I'm quite interested in. So which one has no education? That's gone up a fair bit as well. So we need to have a bit of an eye on our education levels. Maybe it's just a lot of people being born more recently. So few adults living at home. So I do want us to expand the area a little bit. So excellent. That's where we've been. Now, there's been some awesome comments with regards to houses, and town names, not houses, town names. And one of them has been a bit of a play on my accent and obviously where I'm from in South Africa, and to basically say to Sovietize some South African city names, and I thought that was hilarious. And one of the options that was provided by, I think it's Hasi X2 or Huzi X2, I don't know what exactly how to pronounce your YouTube name, but anyway, one of the suggestions was Durbansk. And Durban is a city in South Africa, of course. It's a port city of South Africa. And since this is becoming a port town, and we'll talk about what's going on over here in just a minute, I decided maybe that is exactly the name we should be using. Now, if I go in here, got some cool stuff going on. Oh, we've got this guy, so that's okay. So the city area, I'm just going to rename to Durbansk. I thought that was really funny, so that's why I'm doing it. Pretty cool. So Durbansk over here, and this one I will name this. I will rename this the port of Durbansk. So it's all kind of supposed to be the same city. Oh crap! We're again not having enough stuff in here. Really? Is that? Oh well, let's do the other way around then. We'll do the other way around. This will work. Durbansk port. I don't like doing it that way, but we'll do it that way anyway. Okay, so now talking a little bit about what's going on over here, and I'll speed things up a little bit so that the construction can actually move along a little bit quicker. So what I did is I actually laid out a fair bit of this due to the fact that I knew it was going to take me a bit of time to get a rail situation that's actually going to work. And I've tired a little bit of the rail. Well, I'm not tired of grade separating the rail, but realistically in cities, and especially when you get to industrial areas and ports, what happens is the rail flares out into multiple things, and in so doing avoids a lot of crossovers and things like that. So I thought we'd give it a try. So basically from our main line, well, this is not our main line, but from our branch line into the city of Durbansk, there's an extension of that going into the port area, both passenger rail as well as freight rail, with some freight connections over here as we kind of started setting that up in the past. And I've continued to then kind of get all of these back together down to a reasonable number of rail lines, down to 2 over here. So that's basically been the exercise that I've done over here. At the same time, I thought, why not do all the crossings? So I've built a few, well, not built, but I've planned out a few bridges over here to provide access to the various port facilities and to extend the planning for the town or the city. And that's kind of what is going on over here. So now you can see a fair bit of, so we remember we have a bit of oil pickup over here. So we'll probably need to sort out maybe how we're going to get the oil picked up. And then these are just kind of main roads, and we will continue to do little micro districts as was common in Soviet planning in this area. What I did decide to do is maintain the mining area here for the coal ore, because we shouldn't be wasting resources. Obviously, knowing that they will create a fair bit of pollution, I did do the old standard trick of having a look at distances. And so from the mines, I believe that's a mine over there, from the mines themselves, if you take about the large field, it would mean that about this area is the reach of the predominant reach of the pollution. So what that basically means is that this road over here, this road is the cutoff, and we won't have any residential components in that area. This will be mainly more industrialized things that doesn't pollute. That'll go into this area or any other civil kind of pieces, and then we'll have this area over here to have more housing for our citizens. We've got another train station over here to pick up anybody that does live in this area. This area might not be well serviced by train station, but we'll see. What I think the piece that's missing at the moment is we don't have any bus stations on any of these routes, and I'm a little concerned by that. And so what I might do is actually just remember to squeeze in a couple of bus stations, and let's quickly do that right now. While I have a look at some of the bus station work that I would like to do here, so let's just do that. I'm just going to do the very standard bus stations. We probably need a few other, I'm going to do this bus station variety, and I keep forgetting how to get rid of that thing, but I think this will work. So I'll squeeze that in there basically. So we'll get a bus station over there that should be able to serve these guys. I was wondering whether we do a bus station anywhere else. These should be within walking distance. The problem is really this area that we've already now started building our roads in. This area over here probably is in need of a bit of a bus station. Well, we potentially need a bus station over here as well if we're going to allow people to use the bus to potentially get to the train. So let's quickly do that. Bus station over there. Okay. I've just read the latest community update, and I'm so excited to see that on the cards, hopefully in the not too distant future, is the ability to curve bridges. That will be so awesome. Bridges and tunnels, for that matter. So that'll be really awesome if we can get that. And I'm also still waiting for the power line stuff, because that's something that's not been working in our favor a lot. I don't think we have any of the power line or heating things done just yet. Internal heating, those kind of things. Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's not been implemented yet, any of those things that we've talked about in the last episode or two, but really exciting to see some of those things starting to happen. I'm thinking a little bus station over here is not a bad idea either. So let me quickly trim that out, maybe a little bit more to that side. I think that's going to be pretty good. We'll get ourselves a bit of a bus station squeezed in right up here. Oh, it's saying that we can't do it. Why? No, it's going to work. It's going to work. It looks a little funny though, but anyway, that's going to be the way we're going to do it. So we've got a bit of a bus station up over here. We'll probably get some bus stations and stuff down here as well, and as we expand into this area. So one of the things that we need to do is provide additional housing for our people. I thought this area over here can probably do the trick. So we're going to plan out a few things over there. What I've done over here, and it's coming along nicely. I've added a food factory. One of the modded food factories. It's coming along nicely so that we can actually start making use of all of this crops and do food in this area as well. I'm a little worried that our food production over there at Skylines by itself is not going to be sufficient. And of course, we figured out that we have a fair bit of these forklift facilities that's still available for use. So I think that'll work. Oh, it's done. There we go. It is completely done. So let's quickly switch that over. Instead of you guys, so let's, so just to bear in mind that it's these three, I'm going to move them over to that guy. So let's slop that out of there. And then this guy, I'm going to say, buddy, you're going to do the food factory, and you're only gonna unload that. There we go. So bring in some crops over here so the food factory can in fact work at some point. What we'll do is over here we'll then say you can please come and collect some stuff over here. Just load it, and I believe you would like to unload your stuffs over there. I think that's going to be fine, so you're going to be able to do that. Got some fires going on, a residential facility in Arinsky. That should be okay. So what we've come to realize is that most of this stuff isn't working because we're not actually getting workers down all the way through. So I need way more workers, and so that's why I'm going to really jump into getting more residential constructed as quickly as we can. And I'm loving the little brick town layout thing that's going on over here, so we will most certainly continue with that. So let's go new story 5 double. I think that's about appropriate. If we kind of do something like this, try and get it pretty close there, yeah, like that, and we should be able to squeeze in a fair bit of it at this kind of angle. Can we do one more? No, we can't do one more. So let's do new 2 single 5 story, and we'll just do a bit of a single. Oh, we could probably do a couple of singles over here, and I like that. We'll see, probably need an extra kindergarten and the likes over here, so I do like that. Let's make sure that we in fact start planning out the little pathway that's going to run up through here. Turn that in over there, and yeah, probably up to about here is going to be just fine. Let's just try and get that a little better. If we do this, come on, there we go. That's going to work. We should be able to tie in. No, we cannot, so we'll just have to see how we do this. It's really problematic, some of these. Okay, so let's do a bit of this. That'll work. We'll probably tie it into the other side also, just thinking about that now. So can I do, I think that'll work, and we'll bring it out over here. We'll tie that in, that's fine, and we'll do one more over here. We'll do that, we'll tie it in over there and tie that in like so. So now all of them are in fact connected. So let's make sure to do that. At the same time, do we want to go and connect straight across? I think it's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea to connect straight across in a couple of locations. Can we find something like that? And straight across over there. So let's do that. We'll get that construction underway. We're getting fires all over the show. Okay, what we'll probably need over here, we've got a fairly large school, but let's make sure to put an extra kindergarten in here. We need localized facilities for our people. And we've got a shop over here. I'm hoping that shop is well serviced at this point in time. We've got some facilities on the other side, but yeah, so maybe this kind of thing. Where is our closest kindergarten? Over there. So yeah, they definitely need a kindergarten up over here in this general area here. Thank you. We'll do a little something like that. We'll make sure to tie that one in over there and get that going as well. So construction should hopefully happen fairly quickly over here, and we can hopefully get a fair bit more people up and running over here. Oh, I've added a few places over here, so that's pretty good. So we can start adding some people in there. That's to cover a few more workers for this facility, and we're building a lot more university halls and residences over there, because I've kind of figured out that that the university halls is really the way you're going to move people around into new buildings by themselves. So if you have people in here, once they finish their studies, they will move around. So I think this town, we're going to set it up to have a big number of people able to move through. So that's kind of the ultimate plan. We'll see how that goes. Are we seeing people moving into these by themselves? No, not quite yet. So we'll have to probably manually move a few more people in here. Okay, excellent. So hopefully that will give us a fair bit more people to come and work the meat facilities. Do we have a name here? This is all under IC3, which I'm thinking is okay. IC3 is okay. Can't wait to get some much better interchanges going on our motorway and for our rails once we've got curved bridges going along. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, let's quickly see what's going on over here. I've started building a fair bit more in the train environment. So what we can do, we've got a few things here. Don't need to pause it, but what I'd like to do is just move some of these guys for our next rail facility. Where would I like to? Yeah, they can just go straight over there. Please move yourself over this way. I can just do it all like this. Move yourself over that way and move yourself over this way. I'm waiting on a few more passenger wagons, so what we'll do is we'll wait for a few more to get done, and then we'll get another passenger train or two running. That would be pretty cool. What are we busy building over here? I thought we've run out of ambulances because I've built a new hospital. I've kind of figured out this big clinic's not going to do the trick, so I built a large hospital, moved all of my surplus ambulances in there, and so I do need to throw a few more ambulances on the mix here. Ambulances 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we'll go back to covered hulls. Just so that we don't end up with a ton of ambulances like we did in the past. Okay, there we go. That's it. This is filling in quite nicely. Let's see about moving in a few people over here. So someone who is a 21-year-old living at home, can we please move you over there? This area is, there's a few people over here. We can probably move a couple. Let's see about moving a few of them in. There we go. I don't want to kind of kill that area. Anybody's over here? Oh, tons of people over here. I'm thinking about probably grabbing and emptying out one of these guys. That might do a pretty good trick over there. So let's see about emptying that out a bit. There we go. So that's emptied out. So now that will take a fair bit of extra people in this general area. Okay, that guy's just waiting over there. That's fine. Hopefully those people will move on over. There's a lot of people that needs to move around over here. So what I'll do is I'm emptying out this one as well. That'll bring a fair bit more workers over this way. Nice. So that's emptied out over there. So hopefully that's moved a few people around. These people should now start to move back over to the open spot there. You can probably empty out another one over here. Let's quickly see what's going on over here. Where's Morgan Valley? Over here, Morgan Valley. Actually, we can empty out the building in Morgan Valley too. That wouldn't be too bad. So we'll empty out one of those as well. That would be helpful. We're kind of emptying out areas all over the show. Mixing and matching people from all over this glorious nation of ours in an attempt to get that done. All of these roads are constructing really quickly, and we can obviously start to expand our areas over here. We've got a fair bit of stuff. I've added a few additional sporting facilities and a few gaps that I had, but I think our town, our city of Durbansk is looking really nice. So hopefully, if I have a quick look at that, we've got 500 people living at home. Oh, that number is actually going down because the people are in the process of actually moving around. Our debt's a bit higher than I would want them to be, so I'm kind of wondering, do we have food available? Ooh, food availability is not great. People are out of food. Well, that's not good. That's really not good. Pausing the game for a second so I can quickly have a look at what's going on over here. I need to bring in people to come and work the food factory. Okay, let's quickly set up a few things. I've done a ton of stuff in between episodes to just kind of make it not too tedious. So at the moment we are in fact unloading those guys over there, but we need to. I want to unload food in this particular spot here as well. So let's make sure we pick up this guy, and I'll try and get that. Come on. There we go. We pick up that guy over there. You are going to unload food for us over here, and then on the other side you're going to come in over here and you're going to pick up food. Once the food's done, you will be picking them up. Perfect. Okay, so at least large distribution office will be able to do that. What we would need to do is put an extra bus in place for the time being until we can get a few more people up and running. Oh, and that does remind me, I've played a fair bit of this now. Cheat menu is activated. I just want to make sure that we in fact do the line spacing thing, especially because we're using a fair bit of buses out and about. Okay, so new stop for a bus. You will come in through here, pick up some people over here at the bus station, their central bus station, and you'll be popping them off over here, and you'll be able to go and work wherever you want. So I will go ahead and start up that one. Then what I'll do is I'll pop in over here. We'll say, buddies, I'm saying, so a passenger line, please. We've got somebody doing some work with the Durbansk Central Bus Station and IC3 bus stop, which is this one. There we go. Let's rename that to the Durbansk Food Workers line. Food Workers. There we go. And it's more a matter of kind of bootstrapping our system over here because we don't have a lot going on. So for passengers, Durbansk Food Workers, please. And start that one up as well. Excellent. So hopefully that will do the trick. At the moment, are we out of food over here? Yes. Well, we're out of crops. We're out of food. Yeah, okay. So food is a problem. We are eating the food really quickly. We've got no food over here. You're at the end of the line. So let's make sure to go. Well, you're going to go back there now anyway. And then maybe we'll... Do we have 1 or 2 trains doing food distribution? Could probably do another on food distribution. Maybe that's what we should do. Hang along, have a look. Do we have a train available that can do food distribution? Not really, not really. What's going on over here? Ooh, it's a little bit far removed. Take those out, start working on those straight away as quickly as you can. How many people do I have working here? Can we up this number? Wow, we probably can't do all of that. So let's do it up to 250. Get more workers out over here, buddies. That's the plan. That's the plan. How much food do we have available? We have a fair bit of food available. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to track out this guy. So this is why people are dying, because we're actually not providing them with food. So I'm just going to track this guy for a little bit. Once you've loaded up, I'm going to send you back to that guy. I'm just seeing, I see one. Resources available is pretty good there. I see, oh, this way, that's got a fair amount of food. This guy's got okay amounts of food, not significant amount of food. So anyway, let's get some food picked up and then we'll move our food to our IC3 combined storage. Little slow going over here, but we'll get the food picked up and then I'll just immediately send it out over there. I don't want to constantly be buying food. I know that it's not in the spirit of this playthrough. Obviously need to fix that situation fairly quickly. So as soon as you've done that, I just want to make sure we move you along to where you're going to be really helpful for us. Get your food going and go to, yeah, combined cargo storage over there. That should hopefully give us a little bit of a fairer go on these workers over here that's currently struggling tremendously to get food. Do we have food available? So food would be assigned over here, but we don't have food available. That is actually a pretty bad situation, and we're probably seeing a pretty substantial rate of deaths at the moment due to that food situation for the most part. Hopefully we will be doing our very own food over here now also. Got some workers coming in. Wow, 2 workers is available and is slowly creating some food for us. This is all working, so we need to bring in a fair bit more of the covered hulls, which we've got a few available. So let's grab these 3 covered hulls and move them to our distribution facility over here. Please move on in over here, buddies. And you, because we're going to need that. We are going to need that. Where's my... How did you do? You finished it off? Excellent. So that should now have a fair bit of food here available for us. 112 tons. I'm almost tempted to send the next one to that one. So let's quickly micromanage the food distribution just a tad. All of these things are actually getting built. Hopefully we'll start getting some of those things built quicker rather than later. The next one I just want to move over there because this one I think is running out of food. Yeah. Okay, once you're loaded, go over there and then hopefully you'll do a double. Yeah, we just need an extra train on this, to be honest. For the time being, there's a lot of stuff happening. So let's just move you on to that one. Let's see how much food is available here. That's still a fair bit over there. And there's still a fair bit over there. So I think that should be quite helpful. If we get that done, that should be fairly helpful. Oh, excellent. IC4 is built. Look at that. Look at our new piece here. So what I can do is I can get the one-ways in place. So I've actually added a few of these things in between so that it's just it's supposed to it helps the snowplows to not go massive distances without doing their thing. So then we can't actually get to all spots. So we'll do the one way over there, up to there, up here. Come on. Come on, come on. There we go. Similarly, we need one way around the roundabout over here. Please, why is this so difficult? There we go. And of course, you're gonna go down here, and we're running back. Missed somewhere. And up to there. There we go. So now it's a turnaround facility basically, but now those are pretty good. Been picking that up a fair bit. These things are being built. I'm not sure we'll ever see anybody in here. We need to bring power over through this way. Definitely that needs to happen. We need to make sure that these things get built. I believe they should be. Waiting on workers or mechanisms at this point in time. Buses are dropping people off here, but it's a pretty low process. So what I'm going to do for the time being, I'm just going to make sure we're going to send everybody over there. Food, I think, is a little bit of a bigger priority. We've got a fair bit of, well, actually, we do need to get the meat production up, but obviously, food production is way, 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 way more important in terms of what's actually going to happen out in the field over here. Do we have food available there? Do we have food available over there? So hopefully, the first food crisis that we've had in quite a while is been sorted out. Yeah, there's still 94 tons of food, and I'm hoping that from here we'll see way more pickup of food to go in over there. Got a few buses coming in, so probably need more buses to run this route. But the idea is that we need more workers on these trains, because at the moment we're just dropping off everybody over there and we're not actually getting it all done. So just way, way, way more workers over here that we can move down into that direction. So that's what we're trying to expand upon over here. We've got 500 people living from home. We're still just shy of 50,000. So that is kind of the thing. Very keen on to see how this city of Durbansk is going to continue to develop. So what we can actually do is we can see about getting a few more houses in here. So we can get a few more properties under construction. Now, I'm enjoying doing the doubles. Actually, the doubles look pretty good, and of course they are quite useful. They're quite useful in terms of the numbers of people that we're actually allowing. So I do like the fact that we are actually splitting these angles a little bit. So that I'm loving. So let's set it back a little bit so we can put something there on the corner. I like the idea of doing that. We'll do this one, and what we can do is we can actually run it a little bit out through there. That's going to be really awesome. So let's see what our sizing is looking like over here. Like that, like that. Let's find a little somewhere over there. We'll bring this guy up over about that way. It's not the tidiest. But I think that'll do. We can certainly get that up and running. There's room for a little something in there. I'm quite happy to actually let's move it over there that way. And we'll do a little bit of this, and I'm tying it in over here. Something like that is quite cool. I'm quite happy with this. And in there, trying to get it pretty straight for the most part. So we'll do about that much. And we'll do a little something up over here. We should be able to squeeze in a few more facilities over like so. So let's just make sure that everybody is in fact getting their connection on. Something like that. There we go. We can certainly do more of it, but let's get that up and running so we can see about getting some construction going on over here. In terms of facilities, we've got a shop over here. We've got a kindergarten, which will probably fill up. We've got a school. We've got, we don't have a fire station nearby. The closest fire station all the way over there. It's not that far away. What other facilities do we need? We could get a pub maybe, or we actually have a pub right over there. So I don't think we need a pub. Is there anything else that we need? I think that's it really. What we can maybe do is get some parking going on. Do we have appropriate? I think this parking facility here is going to be just nice. Maybe something a little smaller. Ooh, that doesn't want. I don't like that one. This one is pretty good. If we do this guy over here as a parking lot, we'll at least have the ability for a few people. I would like a facility in there though. Let's leave it open for now. Let's leave it open. Sporting facilities. We've got these guys over here, the bowling alley and the gym and stuff like that. So that's okay. Maybe that's not too bad. Maybe that's not too bad. Anyway, we need all of this to get built really quickly so that we can get more workers out over here. And I want to just make sure that we are, in fact, maintaining food. Yeah, 110 tons of food being maintained over here. Are we seeing food being produced at a better rate now? Oh man, these guys are getting stuck through my interchange. How many workers? 45. Nice. Get workers out there. What I'll do is I'll assign an extra bus or two to the mix there. So get an extra bus, assign another bus to the 4 passengers, please. This is the food workers line, please. Just start that one out. I'm not sure this is a very useful attempt here, but that's okay. I think we've finished off another one of these guys, so let's move that one out over there. Thank you. Were we working on one? It's a little weird actually. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to send you over here, and then you need to go and pick up some stuff, and I think we can get an extra train out. So let me grab this guy and say, please come on over here, pick up some stuff, and then please come in over. I don't really care where, over there, please, with all of those things. So you're gonna. Oh, I didn't actually start it. I've done all of that, but I never started. So let's go do your thing. Pick up all of these guys. I think 4 is going to be about sufficient for us. So we'll just pick these up, but they're going to pick up all of them. Nice, that's good. Clear that out, and we'll keep going on the next pieces there. Excellent. So let's get this going. I'm interested in a train of 500 passengers, so that's that arrangement. Now clear out that for me and set you to the line, the passenger line for the meat workers line. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Waypoint? Oh yes, I know why that waypoint is there. So please let's assign you over there to the meat workers line. For some reason it doesn't. Oh, actually, you're not on the meatworkers line. You're supposed to be on Irinski Sovkozigrad. You're supposed to be on that one. Aha. And so why? I don't quite get why this is an issue. Custom lines, Irinski Sovkozigrad. Oh, Irinski Sovkos, that's the one. Well, go ahead, go nuts. Start on that one. What we can do is we can then remove another train from that line. Yeah, I've remembered there was a dual thing going on there. So that line should be quite helpful. Now, let me grab Line management for passengers. Irinski, Sovkosigrad. We've got 2 vehicles on there. So you, my friend, I would like to send home to the depot over here, please. Sorry about that. All of those workers have just been picked up. Actually, let's grab both of them. Ooh, that's the one. Let's get the other guy. Let's get you over here too. So we'll get the both of you coming in over here, losing some workers, no problems. And then we can probably stop that line. But anyway, that's going to be good. Forgot we're using the slightly slower trains on this one. An additional 2 trains, I think, will help a fair bit. The question is really whether we have people available over here. Oh, a number of workers available over here is actually pretty good. Do we have people coming to live over here? Not quite yet. So let's pick up a few more people. Actually, I'm after these guys. So we should be able to grab. There's a lot of people should be living in over here. So let's empty out one of these guys. I really don't have anywhere. Ooh. Why are these guys empty? Are you? I'm wondering whether you don't have all the needs. Are all your needs not met? Without a job, that's fine. The rest seems to be actually quite okay. Maybe I've just never filled them. Maybe I've just never filled them. Meaning I can bring in more workers fairly quickly. But that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Oh, we don't have any power supply over here. I do need to extend our power supply. Let me just quickly pick up these guys that are now dropped in over here. Okay, so you, I'd like to assign you to the meat workers line, please, and get going. Hopefully you'll drop off your passengers first. And the other one I'd like to assign to the meat workers line too. And go. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. I like it. Hopefully we can get much more workers out through here now. Food is being produced at a pretty rapid pace now, so I'm quite comfortable with that. Look at that. Look at the detail. Driving it through there. Oh, I'm gonna love it. As I have to say, I really love it. As long as we are producing a fair bit of, yes, actually, so we are producing a fair bit of food locally over here now. So hopefully the whole train setup thing is going to sort us out over here, and we're not going to be draining it into this area all that often, and we'll hopefully create a fair bit more meat, because at the moment our meat moves out as quickly as it comes in, and that's pretty good. Okay, now these things are all being built. That guy's being built. Cultural enjoyment. Shall we see about in this spot right over here? I think we can certainly get a little cinema or something going. That's the one thing that I'm. That's not the cinema. This is cinema. Cinema is pretty sizable. We've got smaller ones, so let's maybe go towards the modded cinema varieties and get one of these small theaters or something going on, or one of those theaters. This theater requires a road connection. We've got smaller theaters that do not require road connections, so maybe, yeah, I'm not too fussed by this setup right here. So right here, let's not kill ourselves with that setup. I do need to bear in mind that I've got a few things to move around over here. So can I do it right there? I believe I can, and I've messed that up a little bit, but I think that should be okay. So my plan is to just make sure we tie it in over there. I'm happy to tie in another one right like so, and I'm even happy to run it around this way and tie it in over there, and we'll get all of that built. I believe this kind of gets sorts itself out after a while. So we'll get a theater running over there, so these guys have a little bit more cultural entertainment right over here. There's actually a fair bit of guys living here that doesn't seem to have access to that, so hopefully we can get that sorted out. We can move a few more people in here, I think, pretty quickly. These roads are being built. My goodness, when you get your construction industry up and running properly, it just grows. It just does its thing. Okay, now we needed to. Before we, I think we do have access over here, but I really want us to get this guy built. It's been assigned to not enough construction guys, so let's get I see 2 construction to come in and help out over here as well. Let's just get everybody over here. Bring the stuff over. We'll get everything built as quickly as we can. That'll get it built by itself. This road is obviously fairly busy, and we can see about maybe an extra road connection at some point. Okay, now we've got more trains going on here. So what I'd be keen on is to see if we get any workers out through this way. We are! We're getting workers out through this way. Yes, there we go. We're seeing some stuff. I don't know why you've gone into this very same one. That's why, that's the whole purpose of having these things the way they are. There we go. Workers are spilling out. I don't know if workers can actually get there. Let's just have a look. I don't think so. So they can't actually get all the way out there. Can't get out there. So at the moment that has to be a bust in worker. This is going to create way more meat for us. Excellent. All of our trucks over here are being used. Why are these guys so close together? I would love to see them a little further apart. These guys are stopping one another, which is not the end of the world. It does space them out a little bit more, which is exactly what I'm after. How's things going over here? Meats? Oh, meats are coming up quite nicely. Food is coming up quite nicely. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're getting a fair bit of workers coming in. Are we out of crops? Or this whole process is just a little slow? So this is the thing that I find a little awkward, that they don't use the other one also. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. We may have to also deliver, to be honest, what we can do, we can bring in crops this way too. So you're not only unloading, but you can also load crops over there, and you can unload crops over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe we'll get a better use. So now some of these vehicles will actually don't run back empty. This is waiting for that one to open up. That's fine. Our money is just flying in, guys. Just flying in. The money is just flying in. So we're building a fair bit of this. We don't have any. Okay, we've got some guys popping in now. So just keep going on that. Are making these guys a little quicker? I think we are. Slowly starting to get a few more things done. Excellent. More work happening. You know what? The alternative is we split up these 2 trains. So we do 2 trains over here and 2 trains over there. That's the alternative. That is absolutely the alternative. We can continue to keep an eye on that, but I think our meat production is not too bad. We can bring in a few more workers over here. Oh yes, I keep forgetting. I was on the cusp of doing our power distribution. So I'm going to do that. Let's get our power transformer. I do have a fair liking of this one. So the intention that I think, because this area doesn't actually have power, I'm thinking power over here, and we'll run the power through that area. So the big line through there. This will be good because that will mean, let's do that. I'm not interested in, you know what we can do is let's move it out over here a little bit, because we might decide to run a road up through there into this area. So let's, instead of doing it there, let's put it in here. And I'm quite comfortable to have a little gravel road connect to that. And start building on that straight away. Now, let's see about how we run our, our power lines. Power lines are up over here. We want the big boys. Probably can't always do the big boys. We need to split off at some point, but we'll see. Okay, from here. The intention is that I'm running the big guy up here. We'll cut across back here. We can put a few more parking spots in there. And then we'll start running it up into this general direction. There we go. So we can start working on that. That's our additional power distribution into that direction. Buddies, you can go ahead and build. There's so much happening. Look at bridges being built over here. All of these guys, all of them are built. They have no workers within them, and they have everything they need. So let's bring more workers to Durbansk. Let's see, where can we grab? We should have tons of places we can grab tons of workers. We can empty out a building over here, maybe. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. Let's move these guys out. That's empty. Okay, so moving that one out, that should be good. We'll move another building out from over here, maybe. It's quite interesting that they're taking their sweet time to move. So let's move some of these guys. Are we killing people? Is that what's going on here? Is that the problem? We're killing people, and that's why we constantly have the ability to move more people out. Kind of what I'm a little worried about. Let's just clear out one of these guys as well, because I filled these up. I have filled these up in the past. Now the question is, are they moving themselves a little bit? Is what I'm a little bit more worried about. So move that guy out. Can we grab another building out over here maybe? Let's take a few from over here, these big ones. I've come to realize we don't see lots of them big ones. They weren't widely used, the big guys. These are all full. So some of these aren't full. I do wonder, did I just not fill them up? Maybe I didn't fill them up. If I move over here, have these been filled up? Or maybe I've not filled up most of the buildings. Nice, we've cleared out a 500 apartment building over there, which is great. Let's build a few parking spots in here. So modded parking lots. I'm hoping that's parking lots. There we go. The big guys. You know what we could do? What we could do is we could do this, right? So we can actually just get parking on the road itself if we wanted to add an extra road through here. And an extra road through here, is that a useful thing for us to do? Nah, I don't think so. Let's run parking in like this. So the parking will actually align to want to try and do that, though this angle is probably going to be better, and what we'll do is let's do something like that and see if we can make that work. So if we do this, and we'll get these road sections sorted out. That's pretty good. Can we, oh please let this be able to do this. Really, it doesn't want to get under there? Oh. How is that? That just pisses me off, to be honest. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Get rid of that. We'll go back, do the parking thing again. See about tying in parking that looks a little bit off. Yeah, I think that's actually going to work. So that's tied in quite nicely over there. What we'll do is we will go ahead and get that up and running, and we'll get that up and running. Whether they actually go through there, I have no idea. But certainly the intention is that we'll do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, and get a crossing right over there. That's going to be quite awesome. So we'll get the crossing going on over there. That's going to be really cool. We will live in here. No one is living here just yet. This thing is under construction. That's awesome. I'm pretty keen to continue this this line, and I'm also quite keen for us to start an additional construction area. Maybe that's what we do over here. So we have a forward base for construction, and I'm thinking in this area. So before we go ahead and do that, let's see a little bit about how we can tie this so that it ultimately gets over there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So I'm quite keen for us to run it off. Before we do that, can we switch on the wireframe just so that I'm not going to go, yeah, that's okay. That is okay. So now if we go, let's start off on that side. Something like this, and we'll really do steeper descent. So if we do a little something like this, like I want to do that, and then we'll tie in over there. Really, it does not want to do that. Okay, let's start it from the other side then. Honestly, is that I thought we're on the ground here. We're not on the ground? Oh crap. Okay, hang on. This one demolished. This was not quite the plan. Now, get me which bridge am I using? I'm using this one or am I using that one? Oh no, I can't remember the bridge that I'm using here. I believe it's this one actually. I believe it's this one. Can I make a start over here? It does look quite similar now. And the one thing that I'm a little worried about now, can I turn? Yeah, I can turn. Just want to make sure that it's pretty straight on. Okay, and we'll assign that. That's going to be just fine. As long as, and I think that's good. I think that's good. My mistake on that one. Now, I should now be able to actually, tie you in over here. We'll run you straight up. Well, actually, what I need to do, probably run you in from this side. And up here. And then down there, and I think that's pretty cool. Not quite equidistant, but that's fine. Now let's get going on that. So what we can do is we can actually sort out some sort of interchange at this spot over here as well, using the existing bridges. I think that'll work. Obviously we want to tie these back in at some point. That is kind of the idea. So let's switch off the wireframe for now. Now the question is, we need to do a few things with the rail. And we need to do, so rail into this area with a bit of a kind of construction yard drop-off kind of area to be built over here. That's one of the things that we need to do. Oh, look at this. This is all built, and that's been built. This is very close to being built, and this should have power over here. This is underway. These things are slowly moving because it's a little bit far and it's starting to get a little bit far. It is slow with that. With the rollout, but all in all, workers are coming in here really quickly. So we're not struggling too much. Where's our trains? Everything's working. This is working. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. These guys are all busy, so I should be able to move in a few more of these trucks. Excellent. Bring them over here. Ah, that's the wrong one. Crap. Silly. I can almost set up another. I can set up another train. Can set up another train. Lots of stuff being built. Over there. Move it in. Move it in. Move it in. How's our food supply? Oh, good food supply. Good food supply and good meat supply and good crop supply and good number of workers. Excellent. Now, I think now we're starting to grow over 50,000. We've reached the 50,000 population mark, guys. I am so happy that our nation is growing at a rapid pace. That means we will have continuous productive cities expanding at a rapid pace. That is exactly what we're after, making sure that that the future of our nation is glorious. That is awesome. Bridges are being built, roads are being built, Rail, I don't think is being built. I can. Ooh, is this even tied in? I don't think I've tied this in. So there's a little bit more work for me over here. There's a little bit more work for me over in this area. I do need to dive that in. What I'll do, you know what I'm going to do, is these are all, I've done the wirings for all of them. And to be honest, doing it in stages makes the construction go a little bit quicker. So I'm going to try and continue doing that for a little while longer. So if we say we're going to straighten out this connection over here, but the idea is really that I'm going to see about be up to about there, and then we're going to cross. Ooh. So maybe that's not quite right. Let's stop that piece, and let's just cut it straight across from over here. And then you're gonna go and come and tie in right over there. So I think that's about right. We can certainly get that construction piece underway. The next one that I'll do is I'll extend that one to make sure we can fit in another train in there, and we'll do this one over here, and then that'll and then we'll move it down to just the one. And to be honest, we probably need to start curving it out a little. So let's just see. So this guy comes in here, and then it needs to tie into that side. Okay. So this guy is going to be the extension, and then this guy is just going to tie in over here, and that'll be good. So we can continue our construction area over here. So we'll see about a little bridge from this section to cross over here, but then that piece can most certainly get constructed. I'm a little worried about this because that's not the right angle of approach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for that section. I'm going to pay for this section. Now, should be able to, yeah, the problem is what we'll do is we'll build a little section of crossover right there. So that's going to be fine. I believe that should be fine. So we'll get in here and go out there. Okay, let's build for that little section. And what I want to do is make sure we chain it up over here, and we'll chain it up over there, and we've got all of this going on, and we'll probably chain it up right there as well. That's going to be fine. These guys shouldn't have any problems thus far. Okay, and then what you can do is you can come up here, wait until you're on the other side. What we can do is we'll just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and that should get these guys working. So you're at the spot, ready to go. Excellent. So keep going. We should get an extra one coming in. Yeah, here comes another one. So 2 at a time. We don't actually have double switch to allow this guy to get in over here. So presumably we've got someone coming in from that angle. Yeah, there we go. This guy is ready for business. Oh, you know what? It's going to be blocked. Parked and blocked. Okay, hang on. This is the thing, right? You need to be so careful. So careful. Yeah, I'm a little... Actually, these... Oh, they connect back up over here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and send you guys back. Where are you from, actually? You're from Padonen. So you are from the Padonen Rail Construction Facility. I'm going to send you back, okay? Because you're not where I'd like you to be. So I'm going to send you back. And what I'll also do is I'll just send another little crossover over here. I'll just set another crossover that will hopefully, we're hopefully going to delete in the not too distant future. So I'll go ahead and construct that. You should now be able to make your way in from that side, which is fine. But what we need to do is we just need to set up things a little bit with these chains, right? So let's chain it up over there. We'll chain it up over here, and that should separate you guys. Still not separate enough. Maybe this is the new section here. This guy is now being... So what I can do is I can just go ahead and do maybe a chain over there. Now this guys will actually get in there. We'll get that one in place, and we'll get another. Okay. Okay, that's okay. This guy coming back over in this way. Oh, yeah, boo. No. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. Excellent. Excellent. Continue the expansion of our rail. Glorious Soviet rail. As soon as you finish through there, not too bad at doing. I'm hoping I'm not gonna. Yep, that's exactly what I was worried about. Now you. Okay, so now you can't get back. I was wondering about that. I was wondering as I built it. I thought, is that sufficient? And I thought, like, nah, it's not. It is not. Okay, so from this way out, you just go that way, please. Thank you, pleasant, thank you. Okay, now you should be able to find your way back. Come on, buddy, turn it around. You should really be able to find your way back now. Let's get you there. Some of these are going to be removed. Excellent. You'll find your way back. This guy will wait for you. This isn't blocking up anything. Excellent. So that's okay. So now we should be able to continue our construction into that area quite nicely. This construction is coming along quite nicely. I'm also trying to make sure that we build all of these things. Lots of people we can move over into this general direction again. People are very few and rare over here, but they seem to have all their needs met. This thing is connected, has got heating over there. Excellent. So that's awesome. We can continue to expand in this general area. We should have lots and lots of people in here. This thing should be providing people with some cultural diversity and all these kind of things. Let's bring in some more people over here. Where is our population at? 51,000. We are growing like crazy, and we're doubling the births as compared to the deaths. So that is good. It means that I think we probably solved a lot of our concerning situations for food. Food concerns are limited now, I think. We're emptying out buildings over here at such a rapid pace. Really, that's been nice and emptied out. Maybe I'll grab this guy and empty a fair bit of that from there. I think that's going to be good. Some of these are already pretty full. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Do we have power over here? I'm not sure we have. So let's focus on the areas where I believe. I don't know. Oh, I think. Oh, we do have power over here. Certainly. Maybe we have got power over on all of these guys. I'm loving being able to move people out so rapidly. So the continued expansion of our... Look at that, only 300 people living at home. Now, the question is, are we keeping pace with education? How's that education looking? It's moving up. How many people we have in school here? They are getting their schooling done, so that's not bad. Extra facilities over here. We might need an extra cultural facility. Let's see about squeezing something in here. A modded cinema is what I'm after. 5 workers, 3 workers, 40 workers. Nice. 40 workers over there. 25 workers. A cinema sujos. Let's see about it. Oh, look at that. I'm liking that little cinema there. Let's see, can we squeeze it in? Oh, we can squeeze it in like this. We have activity to the back side of it. Let's squeeze in cinema studios like so. Ooh, that might have been. Hang on, I'm gonna move it a little bit closer to the road on this side because we're gonna need a little bit more space for us to bring in a bit of a road access like so. I'm happy with that. Go ahead and build the road access. What we'll do at the same time is we'll see about tying you up over there, like so and like so, and we'll probably tie you up over this way. I think that's about right. So everybody should now be able to get really decent access to that. Excellent. In terms of food, are we constantly providing everybody with food? Is people's food availability pretty good? Probably need to start working on an extra. Oh, I think this area over here doesn't actually have food access. Do you have power, by the way? You have power, but you don't have food. So what I'm thinking is another little shop over here will help this situation out quite a lot. So let's make sure to build another shop, modded shop, something small is all that we're going to need. Let's see that. Something like this guy, corner department store. I'm quite comfortable with that. I'm not sure we're gonna, but maybe what I'll rather do is I'll squeeze it in. Let's see. Can we? Oh, we can squeeze through there. Come on. Okay, excellent. So if we do that, and we go back to get our modded little corner store. Okay, you should be able to, oh, beautiful. Actually, what we'll probably do, sorry, I'm keeping changing my mind. Change my mind. So if we do that, we'll tie it in over here. So that means we can actually provide it with some better delivery potential on the backside over there. Let's get that shop back up and running. So something like right over here. There we go. Get cracking, guys. Get cracking. So we've got some expansion capability right over there. Probably need to find ourselves a nice big store. So what is our walking distances here looking like? So at the moment, everybody over here can get it. But maybe a nice big store can start construction right over here. A big one. A really big one. Modded. I like this guy. This guy is a big one. Oh yeah, it is the big one, and it works really well right in that spot. It's not going to have any power just yet, but we've not. So you guys, I'll set it back just a tad, but that's going to be awesome. We'll get that up and running. We'll get ourselves some storage over here though. So the two that I'm after is maybe this guy. Now, if we're doing... Just want to make sure. That's not bad. I don't mind that. Are we pausing? We're not pausing. And I want a cold storage. Bit of a cold storage. Over here. Something like that. And then what we can do is we can actually get a cargo station. Let's just get the standard road cargo station. I'm worried about some of these modded ones and their ability to actually move things through. I think something like that is nice and tight, really. We'll do that, get that one in place, and what we'll do is we'll probably, well, this is pretty straightforward. We're gonna tie that one in there. What we're gonna do with this one though, I'm not too clear on. Maybe it's just a matter of doing this. Let's get it nice and tight over there and get going on that. So that'll be the expansion of some shopping into this area. So these guys will have better access to shopping over here, as well as the expanded area over here will have some better shopping access. We've got a hospital over here doing its thing. Lots of people working there. These guys are all pretty good with regards to their food. This one is the big issue. So once we sort that out, that should be good. What's going on over here? Oh my goodness, I need to end the episode. These guys aren't getting food. Why is that the case? Are you out of food? Why are you out of food? Ah, crap. Let's just have a quick look. We're out of food over here. We've probably got meat, but we don't have any food, so the food isn't getting here. Okay, one more thing before we end it. I wanted to set up the extra food line. So I believe... Do we have anybody... can I move some of these guys out? What I don't quite get is why I can't... Because I don't need you right now, right? Can I... Is there a button I can press to just like move the... I don't want the locomotive. I want to move you there. I thought if you had it in the middle or something. Honestly, it gets really tedious. Can I move this guy? I can't move this guy either. So there's just so many issues that you constantly have. If you once you've got it set up, you can't really move your. This one doesn't seem to have an issue. Can I move this guy onto here? Can I move that guy onto there? For some reason, it just doesn't want to work most of the time. So what I'm keen on doing is let's grab that guy. Yeah, we should be okay with this guy. Let's grab this guy. Please come and pick up over here, and then come and. Where am I? One of these has it in there. Okay, I'm gonna unload to the last one. So go there and then go here and start. Just want to quickly set that up. Five of them. Oh, so it didn't actually. Oh, one of them might have just finished. They get pretty long, these trains. Okay, excellent. So once it arrives, it's not a big deal. So let's get you in there, you in there, you in there, and you in there. The four of you guys, you will clear this, please, and you will please be assigned to the food distribution line. And go. Excellent. That's pretty good. Over here. Okay, now we're pretty close. Oh, we're able to do another one if we can only get some of these things moved off. Why can't I even click on this thing? So if I cancel that, right, can I now move these guys off? Honestly, how do I do that? Is it too much? Are there too many trains in there? I have no idea. If you've got some idea as to what the easy way to move wagons from train to train, is it because I'm using these modded things? No idea. But if you've got some idea as to why that happens, please let me know. I'm gonna grab these two, move them across over here. Excellent. Guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. It's gone on a little longer than I planned on doing it. I just get enthralled by this game so quickly all the time. Oh my goodness. Done. Done? Is this section done? My absolute goodness. Now, sorry, I'm going to do one more thing just so that we can get this underway. Not too fussed by what's going on over here. Just want to make sure that our rail extensions in fact have their electrification in place. Crap. And up to there and up to there, I believe. And then I believe it's from here. We'll just run it up there, in there, and tie it in. And I'm hoping that's everything. I don't think there's any other issues that's been missing. Actually, this section may require a little bit. Actually, the entire thing here might require a bit. Yeah, forgot that we didn't actually do this side. So let's do that, see if that actually does the trick. These I'll have to pay for because they're outside of the scope of that guy. So let's just pay up to about there, and I think that will fix the entire problem. So these guys will come back and do their electrification. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Everything here is in fact now working. We cannot export any more food, so let's oops, that's the wrong button. Let's drop this down a little bit to maybe say 70 workers. And now what we can do is we can also start assigning some people there, some people there. That should be good. The food factory needs to take about 50% of people, and everybody else can go and work over here. Loving it. I am loving it. Now we'll start getting more and more meat going on. Let's just have a quick look at what's going on with our meat situation. Lovely, lovely supplies of meat being developed over here. So we are really going through this fairly quickly. You need a very minor number of people working at the slaughterhouse in order to create substantial amounts of meat. What you really need to do is you need tons of livestock facilities. Guys, that's been the episode. I know I've stopped it before, but anyway, if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you know how to better manage the rail wagons on a train, please also leave that in the comments down below. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.